Hey guys, this is Annie Margarita Yang back with another video for you today. Today, I want to talk about how to discover your unique ability. This is a really important thing that you need to do, especially if you are just starting out in your career. A lot of times we are told that in order to progress in our career, then we need to strengthen our weaknesses. So whatever we are weak at, we need to take this thing. If we're strong here and we're weak here, we need to bring this up a little bit, right? So that everything is well-rounded and even. This is very common career advice, but what I have found to work for me is I have found my unique ability and I capitalize it because basically your unique ability is something that you do extremely well, that you do naturally, that other people they just simply can't replicate. Basically, it's something you do so well, you're not really replaceable. And I want to talk about this book. I've talked about it before on my channel, but I want to talk about it again because now this video is more catered to young people, especially if you have just graduated high school or college and you're looking for more direction in your life. Well, then I highly recommend this book. It's called Unique Ability: Creating the Life You Want by Catherine Nomura. This book was introduced to me by my pastor because back in my early 20s, I asked him what advice he had for me to progress in my career. So what I wanted to do back then was I had made a decision that I wanted to focus my career on helping other people become financially independent while I also am on my own way to becoming financially independent. And he suggested that I check out this book. He said it has really given him insight into what his unique abilities were, and he has used it to progress in his career. So I read the book, and in this book, it recommends that you reach out to 10 of the people in your life that are from various backgrounds. So it could be your family, could be close friends, could be acquaintances, classmates, could be your teachers or colleagues, right? So you basically want to get 10 people you basically want to ask 10 people what they think your unique ability is. And you want to get it from all these different backgrounds because everyone has a different perception of you. Everyone views you differently because you're not always necessarily the same person in front of person A as you are in person B. In different social settings, you act differently. But since unique ability is something that is the core essence of you, it should be something that shows up regardless of who you are talking to. And so the idea is you get from 10 people what they think your unique ability is. And after reading 10, you try to find out what the common denominator is. What is this pattern? If more than one person says something about you, there has to be something there. It might be a hint to what your unique ability is. And over here, I have for you this template that you can use to reach out to 10 people. Keep in mind, not all 10 people will answer back, so you might want to reach out to 15 just to get a response of 10. So don't be discouraged if you reach out to 10 and you don't get all 10 back. Reach out to more than 10. So, hello, insert name here. I hope this message finds you well. I'm currently on a journey of self-discovery and improvement inspired by Catherine Nomura's book on unique ability. It talks about an inner force each of us has, combining our talents, passions, and skills. This concept resonates with me, and I'm eager to explore and identify my unique ability. As someone who knows me well and whose opinion I deeply value, I would be incredibly grateful if you could help me in this process. Your insights will be invaluable in helping me understand and articulate my strengths and the unique contributions I can offer. My question to you is, what do you think I do better than anyone else that just seems to come naturally to me? It could be a talent that can be applied to any situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hard skill. Thanks for your help. The book itself also has a template that you can use, but I don't remember. I bought this book in 2016. It's somewhere sitting in my closet, and I'm a little too lazy to go and search for the exact page. If you want to buy the book and read the book, you can get the original template. But, this template is a gist of the original. It should work as well. And if someone comes back to you and says like, hey, I'm just an acquaintance, I hardly know you, or I'm your teacher, I don't really know you personally, I don't think I can give you valuable feedback in terms of like what your strength is, you can let them know like you're deliberately asking people from all areas of your life because people see you differently. So that way they will put their mind at ease in what their answer is for you. And after doing this exercise, you'll find out what your unique ability is, and you can use that to apply to the various aspects of your career. Like, for example, for me personally, one of the main things that came back for me was that when I am inspired to do something, and when I am committed to doing something, I set my mind to doing it. And other people, when they find out what I'm doing, they also want to do the same. So like, for example, if I'm telling people, hey, right now I'm getting on 500 podcasts over the next 12 months. I'm doing this to promote my new book, The 5-Day Job Search. Other people listening to what I'm saying, they're like, whoa, that's crazy what she's doing. But you know what? If Annie can do it, I can do it too. I had noticed like through various points in my life when I tell people like, oh yeah, I'm in the process of writing a book right now, they suddenly get interested in writing a book. Oh, I'm learning piano. And then all of a sudden my friend is like, oh, I want to learn piano. Well, she doesn't want to learn classical piano and go all out, but she's like, yeah, I want to learn like a few chords to be able to play a pop song or something like that at a live music event. So it's just something that comes naturally to me. I do not deliberately intentionally want to inspire people. I don't wake up in the morning and I ask myself, how can I make an inspiring video today? That's not something I do. It's not something I can teach. It's just something that is. And I've simply come to accept it. This was something that was told to me by various people when I was 20 years old and I did this exercise. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I just capitalize on it, right? If I make other people feel inspired simply by being myself, by doing the things that I want to do, then so be it. So be it. So that's one of the reasons why I do a YouTube channel and why I openly and authentically share my stories, because I know that if I'm sharing fully my thoughts, my views, my opinions, my beliefs, everything, then you will gain from it, because this is a gift. Your gift is something that God has given you, and gifts are meant to be given away to others. That's why they are called gifts. It's not something that you keep for yourself. Okay? Maybe I want to share with you like other stories that I've come across. Like, for example, my pastor, his unique ability is that he can make people feel extremely comfortable around him. Like, people somehow, they trust him really easily. And that's definitely true, that it's his unique ability, because he invited me to go to Bible study. Like, prior to that, I wasn't really interested in Christianity, but he was the one who invited me to Bible study, because even though we've only met twice in a group club, I did indeed feel comfortable with him, right? And he uses this, of course, to his advantage. He knows full well what his unique ability is. And he uses this in his sales. He's a salesperson, and that helps him sell, because when people feel like they're comfortable and they can trust you, they have an easier inclination to buy. And he also uses this to get people to listen to him speak about God and the Bible and things like that. So even if they're atheists or of a completely different religion, they feel more open to hearing what he has to say because of this unique ability of his. There's also this example of my recent new friend. I just met her about 3 months ago. She came to me for help because she just recently became unemployed at that time. And I told her to do this exercise to find out what her unique ability was. But I had only gone on I hardly knew this woman when she was telling me that she recently became unemployed. I was only on the phone with her for maybe an hour or so to try to help her figure out what direction she should take her career in. And I told her, you know what? I think your unique ability is, I could be wrong though, right? I think you have this ability to coordinate. Like, if you had to coordinate, let's say, a large event that involved 100 people, or something that involves so many moving parts, it's so hard to keep track of everything, you're the one who can take care of it. I feel like you have this natural ability to do it simply because when I was texting with her back and forth after our phone call, she responded to me within 10 minutes. I was like, hey, I need you to do this for me. She's like, I'm on it. She was so incredibly responsive. And then if she takes more than 1 hour to get back to me, she's like, oh, I'm sorry I'm taking so long to get back to you. I'm like, girl, it's only been an hour. Most people take days to get back to me. 1 hour is already quick. But she herself, her standard is 1 hour to get back to someone. That's way too long. You got to get back to people right away. And lo and behold, she asked her friends what they thought her unique ability was. And it was this. It was this exact same thing. And then I find out much later when I was helping her write up her resume, it turns out she managed the schedules of 300 nurses single-handedly. I was like, that's an accomplishment. Do you know how hard it is to coordinate and manage schedules of 300 people? She did that all by herself. And she personally, she didn't see that as an accomplishment. She was like, well, it was so easy. I was like, yeah, it's so easy because it's your unique ability. It's something that comes naturally to you. It's a gift. If I had to ask my husband to do that, that's a different story. My husband would be lost. He'd be confused. He'd be like, oh my God, this is driving me crazy. And then things would just fall apart. Everything would slip through the cracks. Deadlines would not be met because that's not in my husband's nature. My husband is a lot more easygoing, calm, a lot more slow in things, right? That's just how he is. But this woman, she's of a different nature. That's just how she is. So I told her, this is, I swear to God, your unique ability. And it's actually an incredibly valuable thing because now the way she's using it is she's starting this hair care product company and she wants to sell this product to hair salons. So first it's going to be business to business. She doesn't want to take it to consumers just yet. She still has to develop the product, but when she finally figured out that she wanted to do this, by the time she told me this, up to the time we had our next phone call after that, which was only a few days later, she's like, Annie, I've already reached out to this vendor, this potential vendor. I have asked so-and-so chemist. I have reached out to this person for financing and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, you've made so many phone calls in just this 3-day time span. She doesn't think it's a lot, but I swear what she did in 3 days is what someone else would do in 2 weeks, She works so quickly when it comes to talking and meeting and coordinating with people. It's insane. So that is why your unique ability is so important. Look at how she is capitalizing on her unique ability so that she can grow her business. Just like how I've capitalized on mine for my business and how my pastor has capitalized on his to make more sales and also to spread the message of God and everything about the goodness of the Bible. Okay, so if you've enjoyed today's video, I highly recommend you check out Unique Ability, buy the book, and one thing though, because of course I'm marketing and promoting the 5-day job search, is after you read the Unique Ability, you should check out and buy the 5-day job search, the book, because what I've laid out for you guys here in this book is basically an entire plan, a plan that will work to help you make your dreams a reality and actually have a satisfying, happy career that brings you fulfillment, because a lot of people these days, they just get a job to earn a paycheck, but actually work also needs to fill our soul. It's not enough to meet our physical needs as well. So work needs to meet your physical and your spiritual needs, okay? For a limited time only, just go on AnnieYangFinancial.com. You can get a signed paperback copy of this book if you click this orange button, buy my signed copy now, and use the coupon code WIN, W-I-N, to get a 10% off discount on the signed paperback copy. If you're not too sure about whether you want to buy the book just yet and you want to try before you buy, I do have the audiobook available. You can just go to book resources and you click here for the 5-day job search. And you enter your name and your email, and you can actually get the audiobook for free. After you listen to it, though, you're going to realize it's chock full of so much information because it has 49 chapters. That's right, 49 chapters. It's a lot of information, and the audiobook is 5 hours long. So once you want to like refer back to something, because you are going to do that, it's not a book that you read just once. It's something you read over and over again because you want to refer back to it and like read something, apply, read something, apply. You're going to realize you want the physical copy. You're going to want it. Okay. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.